and gentlemen, boys and girls, first of all, I would like to apologize my French accent, but we are Team Pouvoir. We're going to introduce our design challenge. The original design challenge was the reliance on convenience food and supplements leading to increased health risks. To stop the process of increasing health problems, we made up our own global design challenge. How might we ensure local farmers' sustainability and provide to the interest of the consumers in the future globally? We believe that making farmers sustainable and making local fresh food attractive for citizens will slow down the process of increasing health risks and later on in the future even stop this negative process.
Here are the design criteria for our solution. First, it must be achievable in our schools and communities so that everyone can be involved easily. Second, it must be attractive and appealing to consumers. And of course, it must be healthy in accordance with our global design challenge. And then, the solution must be environment friendly, for example, for the packaging. Finally, it must respect cultural and religious values to make it sustainable in each area.
Hello, I'm Apurvan from India. So we did have a few likely solutions in the beginning, but then here are a few basically. Imports and exports. We thought that the imports and the exports have to be regulated. But when it came to this, we knew that it wasn't going to be a very good solution because we had to approach the government and it was a very large scale thing to do, and so we had to cut that off. The second one was government involvement. So at the end of the day, we as a team believe that it is individual responsibility that is going to get us motivated and take us places. We might have an idea, but if we want to propagate it, it is from within that it happens. And so that route had to be cut off. And finally, the possible solution that we are going to be talking to you about, farmers market.
So the solution that we decided to go with was about implementing an event at schools that would be monthly, bi-monthly, or weekly, depending on the school, where farmers would come into the school and bring some of their produce and teach some of the children how to prepare it, give them recipes, and give them some to take home so that they could learn about the health value of that food, and hopefully, since they're children, they'll be raised knowing that healthy food and organic food is better than processed food. So.
In addition to that educational project, we would like to permit the students to bring back the food in biodegradable packaging. So the biodegradable packaging would actually return to the farmers by using biodegradable packaging bins, which would be installed in the school. So that would create a cycle chain because we realized when we thought about our solutions that one of the problems was that the entire system was corrupted because the farmers sell those products to be commercialized and the big companies they sell the products to the consumers, but nothing is going back to the farmers. So that would create a small cycle chain in the school and permits cycle. This prototype here you can see is representing our values and our way of thinking. So we've got three main pillars, three values, which are first transparency, because we want the consumers to be fully aware of where the food is coming from. And the second pillar is equality and equity, because we also want the farmers to be fully rewarded for their valuable work. And the last pillar is unity, because we want the system to be self-sufficient in the school. We want the school to be independent. We want it to stand as well.
So basically, we need to ask, how does this relate to these values? How does it relate to our market? So starting off with transparency, this will build a trust bond between the farmer and the consumer, and this allows the consumer to understand what is in the consumer's food. Secondly, unity. The country is striving for self-sustainability and independence. So by doing this, they are lowering imports and exports, and this increases the country's GDP. So unity, the country is being one and it's striving as a whole. And lastly, equality. So giving the farmers the remuneration that they deserve for the work that they do. So this allows them, the farmers, to be sustainable themselves. So with their livestock and their produce that they grow being sold to the citizens of their country. Thank you.
I'm terribly sorry, but I forgot to say that the biodegradable packaging was actually going to be used by the farmers for the soil, because instead of the fertilizers and the chemicals, because as you know, the fertilizers and chemicals are helping the crops to grow, but they're not helping the soil. So that could actually help the soil to become richer and helping the crops for the same way. Thank you.
Great work, guys. That was really lovely. I especially like the prototype, the 3D model there. That's great. I didn't see it in person. I'm going to have to go and have a look afterwards. Any comments? Yeah, great application of the circular economy principles, or that cradle to grave, back to cradle again. So using waste as a resource, that's fantastic. I'd love to see some more research into what kind of packaging you might use. Where does that come from? What could you use there? That's good innovation, and also a good showcasing of your thinking there. You started really broad and then you narrowed it down, so that was really nice to see how you came and arrived at that solution. And I also liked the focusing on values. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, again, another great presentation. Perhaps with the packaging, you use boomerang packaging, it comes back. I really like the school farmer market idea. I think that's brilliant. It provides a direct feedback loop between the consumer and the farmer. And I think in the commercial world these days we need to generate a core competence or a competitive advantage. And what that would be for the farmer is having that shared understanding, the relationship with the consumer. So, that was a very good presentation.
Thank you. I might start by your team name. What was the translation of the meaning of the team name? To empower. Power. What is it translated? Power and fertility. So that was our first question. No, really well done. Really enjoyed the prototypes, and the biodegradable packaging was fantastic as well. I took off a lot about memes again, but I saw a meme the other day, and it was like 4 or 5 bananas wrapped up in a plastic packaging with a styrofoam base. Instead of if only nature provided us a natural way of sealing this fruit or something like that. I guess one of the things for me, feedback-wise, was around your original question, which was up there very quickly. I didn't get a chance to read it before, but it was around the convenient food, how convenient and convenience food is. I think it'd be nice to sort of take a step back and look back at the cause of why people are choosing to use convenient food. Myself, I don't do any cooking at home. My wife does all the cooking. I've got a very simple rule of thumb when it comes to cooking, and if it takes me longer to make it than what it does to eat it, I'm not there. So it'd be good to go back and have a look at what that is. I know there are already some companies out there which are, making, in terms of time, making that fresh produce more accessible to people that don't have the time to get to a farmer's market in that regard. So just a little bit food for thought. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Well done. The white team cycling themselves up over there.